Hey guys, today I'm going to be talking to you guys about the time this bitch got scammed from Airbnb in Japan. And also, I'm going to disclaim this by saying this is 110% my fault and I was dumb. So, before you guys are like, it was my fault. It's like, yeah, I know, it was all my fault. I'm sorry. I was young and dumb. I act like this wasn't like 7 months ago. March of 2019, I went to Japan by myself for the first time. It wasn't the first time I went to Japan, but it was the first time I went by myself on any type of vacation out of this, like, just any type of, like, this is my first time getting on a plane by myself and booking stuff by myself and being by myself for 2 weeks. Well, not really. I'm lying because I did also go to my family's house, but like, the point is, it was my first time traveling on my own, like, solo traveling, you know what I mean? And I watched a few, like, solo traveling vlogs. I was like, yes, I'm gonna be, like, girl fucking power. We're gonna do this. I'm gonna be great. This is gonna be awesome. And that wasn't what happened at all. Always check your check-in and check-out times. Those shits are fucking important. I didn't do that. Obviously, this is my first time booking a hotel. I never realized that check-in and check-out times were a thing. Like, I did, but I never, like, this bitch never really thought about it. Let's just say that. And so, that was my first mistake. Second mistake. I mean, I did a lot of mistakes on this trip. That was my first mistake for this story time. In order for you to understand this, I will kind of explain how my, like, vacation was set up. So basically, I was flying into Tokyo, and I was staying in Tokyo for like 6-7 days. And then on the Monday, I was flying to Osaka and hanging out with my family, because my family's from the Kansai region. And then on that Friday, I was going back, and then I had another like week or so in Tokyo. Like, actually maybe like 4 days in Tokyo. So I had like 2 weeks in total, 2.5 weeks-ish in total for this trip. And my smart ass was like, I'm gonna book 3 different hotels while I'm in Tokyo. Why did I do this? Because I wanted to experience different parts. But, like, I chose the shittiest fucking Airbnbs, and, like, one hotel was good, but that was not on Airbnb. Almost all these hotels I booked on Airbnb. And let's just say I'm not gonna be using Airbnb anymore. Not because I probably won't be using Airbnb in Japan anymore unless I get, like, a higher quality place, or I have a shit ton of people. Or a shit ton of people where I can get a high quality place. You know what I mean? Like, you know? Book this hotel. The first hotel I booked is a, maybe if I can put footage in here, I don't know. But the first hotel that I booked is a capsule style hotel, kind of, you know, like hostel kind of hotel, with, like, it's supposed to be a book and bed type of hotel. This place was fucking disappointing, and in, like, the middle of fucking nowhere, this is pertinent to the story. I watch way too much Stephanie Sue, but this is very important to the story. I only booked 2 days here. So it was booked for the night that I flew into Tokyo, and then one night afterwards. You see, one of my friends lives in Tokyo, or lived in Tokyo. She moved back, but she lived in Tokyo. So I was like, let's go out to drink. I did not also think about the fact that in Tokyo, I'm from New York, our trains are 24/7. This was not they do cut off at like 12-ish. So, like I said, I didn't think that we were going to be out drinking that late. I didn't think, you know, like, I did not plan for this, but, like, I feel like now thinking back on it, this is fucking obvious. We hadn't hung out in a while. Like, obviously we were going to go down in this, like, we were going to do that, right? So I go up, so I'm out the whole day, and then I kind of, I'm out with my friend, and I realize I done fucked up, because I had to check out at 11 the next morning, and so basically what I did was like, okay, I'll just book another Airbnb. So basically, I got another Airbnb so that I can hold my stuff in it. So that way, later on, it wouldn't be a problem. Because I was going to take a nap. I was going to explore Tokyo. It was going to be all fun and cool. That did not happen. The worst day that I had in Tokyo commenced. I feel like the story is such, like, I have not even gotten to a point, but these are all important facts. Airbnb, and I guess it has an option of when you are going to check in. So I put, like, I think 1 o'clock on this Airbnb. I did book it for 2 nights, because I was like, okay, the one night, which was that night, and then the next night, even though, so, like, it'll be 2 days, you know, but, like, I would only really use it for a few hours, but my thought process at this time was, like, this would work. And so we drink, we go out, we blah, blah, blah. I originally thought I'm going to go to check in to this other, the one that I got scammed, Airbnb. And so I go on the train with my friend, because it's already, like, 4 or 5 o'clock, and, like, the trains are back on. I go halfway, and I'm like, no, this is fucking dumb. I won't have time to sleep, and, which is smart, I wouldn't have time to sleep, and I have to get my stuff out of the original hotel / Airbnb. So I'm like, okay, let me just go back. So I literally get off at a random stop and get a taxi because I was tired, okay? And then I get back to the book Airbnb, and then basically that place has a code every single day. Like, they change the code every single day. And you have to go to the front desk regardless if you're staying for a few days and get a new code. So I go and get a new code, obviously. And I obviously I'm sleep deprived, and I guess I'm still a little drunk because I'm like, I will book another night here so that I don't have to move my stuff. If you guys have been following me, I booked 2 nights at this other Airbnb, and then I booked an extra night at this Airbnb. So I paid $30. It was like $30 for that, like, to stay an extra night. But they were like, but here's the catch. The bed that you're in right now will be taken, so you have to, like, pack, and then you have to pack, and we'll move you, and it'll be fine. And I'm like, okay, cool, yeah. Obviously, my brain is fucking retarded. Like, I'm stupid. This is just all me being stupid, and, like, I don't know why. I guess because I wanted to if I paid for a room, I wanted to use it, which kind of makes sense, but it's also stupid. So I don't know, maybe I should be grateful that it was kind of a scam, but, like, a part of me is just like, wow, I'm a dumbass bitch. So I get the code, I go upstairs, and I go sleep for, like, maybe an hour or two. And then checkout time happens, I check out, it's all cool, and obviously I have to bring all my stuff down because that bed's no longer my bed. So I go, like, and they're like, oh, do you want us to keep it? And I'm like, no, it's fine, because I was like, I'm just bringing it to the other Airbnb, the second Airbnb, the one that I booked during the night last night. And so after checkout, I call an Uber to the place, right? I call it to the next Airbnb. And the Uber driver, super nice, super great person. Actually, because it was really confusing to find, he actually really, really was like, yeah, I think it's this one, not really sure. He, like, came out with me to make sure it was the right one. So he was really sweet. Really, really great guy. That was the only good thing that happened. No, I'm kidding. So yeah, that happened. Get up all in there. I'm, like, excited to put my bags down. Maybe take a little baby nap because I'm a little still tired. But, like, I can still explore. You know what I mean? Like, at least let's put our bags down. Because remember, I'm alone in Tokyo. I swear to God, that's like a song. Anyway, so I'm alone in Tokyo, right? So that means I have to figure shit out on my own, pretty much. Even if anyone else could help me, I would still have to figure shit out on my own and do it on my own. I go check in, and this, by the way, this is like, if you're in America and you know what I'm talking about, this is not it says it's a hotel, but no, this shit is a motel, okay? This is, like, low quality motel. You know what I mean? Like, it's one of those, like, like Motel 6, 8, one of those shits. Like, it looks sketchy, first of all, but then it just gets worse with the fucking customer service up in this bitch. So I ask about them, and they're like, oh, I don't think you have a reservation. And I'm like, no, I mean, I do. I can check my, like, app, and we're like, yeah, and blah, blah, blah. But then they're also like, well, we don't personally do the, my camera's dying. We don't personally do the, bookings for Airbnb. We have, like, a management company, an outsourced company that does it. Fine, cool, whatever. So I'm like, okay, I'll go find it. Give me a second. Like, he's like, oh yeah, could you just step up to the side and we'll, like, check in and we'll, like, discuss. I'm like, okay, fine, cool. I'm like, why do I not have a room? At least here's what I thought. I thought that if you book a room on Airbnb, that is your room, even if, like, no one can take it, as long as, because I never thought rooms on Airbnb are first come, first serve. I just assumed that is your room. Maybe I'm wrong, you know, but typically I assume that. So I was wrong. So because they also do hourly hotel type of services, I was wrong with that. But basically I look for it, and then I think also, first of all, they asked me what my name is before I checked my phone, and I said my American last name. This is, like, important because, sorry if, like, the angle's all different, I look different, my camera died. Yeah, so sometimes I use my American last name, sometimes I use my like, for social media and stuff, I typically use my Japanese last name instead of my American last name, because I fucking don't like my American last name. And so, when I went to check in, I literally used my American last name. So I was like, this. But, here's the thing, too, that I feel like, if you guys don't know, like, the name that I have on my channel is actually my name, it's my first and my middle name. And so, my name's She-Love. It's not like there's a bunch of She-Loves running around, right? So it shouldn't really matter that, like, which last name was under. But anyway, so I go through the Airbnb app, and I show them, and I'm like, yeah, this is my booking. And they're like, oh, that's it. Okay. So, like, I don't know, maybe they put it, like, last name first or something, but still, I don't. She-Love is not a very common name. It's not like Ashley. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. And then I get told that there is no rooms available right now because they booked them all out, and they can't do anything, and I'm sorry, and blah, blah, blah. I forgot one thing. So they also told me if I still needed the room, that I can come back at, like, 5. And if I would like to get my money back, because obviously there's no room, you would have to contact the person on Airbnb or Airbnb. The what is it called? The management company through Airbnb or Airbnb. So I was homeless for a few hours. Yeah, no, I'm like half kidding, but, like, it felt like that. Like, I was like, where the fuck do I go? What the fuck do I do? This was one of the first times where I was, like, actually defending myself, and, like, you know, like, it was so, like, bad. Like, this is such a, like, and, like, they were really rude about it and mean about it. Like, you know, can't do anything about it. There's no rooms. We don't have any rooms. Also, something to, like, keep in mind, their, like, check-in book was all, like, their whole thing was analog. And if you guys don't know, Airbnb is digital, so maybe it just didn't, like, add up. But then here's the thing, like, if there's a certain amount of rooms, and, like, Airbnb, you pay for the room, even if I don't use the room, it's still my room. I like to think, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know. But it just ended up, like, it just didn't work out. And obviously I had a different, like, I had a reservation for a place. But the next place, I thought it was at 3, but check-in was at 5. So basically, this is, like, maybe, like, 10, 11 in the morning. So I have hours. Let me tell you, hours. So, and this is only the beginning of my bad day. So then I call John, who's my boyfriend, if you guys don't know. Call John, and he's just like, you have to get in contact with Airbnb, try to get everything done, blah, blah, blah. Because I have to explain it to him, and he's just like, I think, it was just like, wow, that was really bad. But, like, honestly, it was just really, like, anyway. So it's just, so I cried to John. He can't do anything about it because he's in Brazil, because he had a boys' trip. Call my mom. Couldn't do anything about it. because obviously she was in America. So I just, on this phone with my mom, explained the whole situation. I cried and cried and cried. Not that it made any difference, but I was like crying on the streets, you know? Like I was like, because I walked. I actually called also my friend who lives in Tokyo. She couldn't do anything. She wasn't at home, and it wasn't like I could. She was like, "Oh, you should go to manga cafe." Tried that. That didn't work out. But that happened later on. Anyway, so that was kind of the story of how I got scammed. Here's the thing: the jury's out on this. Was I really scammed? I mean, there was a service, and they said I didn't have a room. So in that way, yeah, I got scammed, but like for certain people, I don't think it's like complicated. It's like I feel like I got scammed because I paid for a room and I didn't get it. But I don't know if other people would feel that I got scammed. You get what I'm saying? Though, like I did get my money back for the Airbnb. I obviously didn't get my money back for the book hotel because I paid for the night and I didn't go back, but you know, I don't know. This is just, I guess this is more like a cautionary tale of what you shouldn't do when you're traveling, which, I mean, that was this was only the beginning of the worst day that I had in Tokyo, guys, so I might, like I said, I probably will, since I'm pre-filming for when I'm gone, when I'm on vacation, I will probably do those story times also, because, yeah. And I know a lot of this didn't have to do really with the actual scam, but more like the, background, but it's also just because, like, honestly, I was there for maybe, like, 30 minutes. Like, I never saw the room. Nothing ever came of it. I mean, I got my money back, but that was about it. I only got my money back for one night, though, because technically, you know, you can't get, it just, you know, it's fine. But, oh, also, another thing. I read reviews on this Airbnb afterwards. It wasn't good. Not at all. Not at all good. So, here's a tip, kids. This one's the most obvious out of all of them. Read the fucking reviews, because imagine, like, so, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Bye.